Hello and welcome to my review of Brother Gaiun from the Space Marine Heroes Series 1 collection. He is here. He's one of the most action-orientated Space Marines. He's in this running pose. If you don't know what Space Marine Heroes is, it was a series released in Japan exclusively at first, and then they brought it over to the UK. It consists of 9 unique models. In Japan it consisted of 13, so they got 4 extra for some reason. And what it is, the model will cost you £5, but it comes in this box and you don't know which model you're going to get. It's kind of like a blind buy thing. They're all the rage in Japan. I had an immense time opening them, and I think that video's got about 9,000 views. So I think you guys enjoyed watching me open them too. So this is what he looks like. You've got his head there. It's worth noting that you don't have to put all helmeted heads on them. You can actually use the bare-headed ones that they come with, just to give them a bit more character if you want to do that. But that's what his sort of face looks like under the helmet. I like this model. Again, it's one of my favourites, along with Brother Titus. I love these action poses. Of course, he was very easy to put together. I'm not sure I quite like how far back he is on that base, doing like a moonwalk. But still, I would have preferred him a bit more central, but at least that means you can see this Aquila, this broken Aquila on the tile work underneath him. Again, his pose does seem a bit odd. His right knee isn't sort of facing directly forward. He's kind of running that way, but aiming that way. It's kind of like at an odd angle, the way he's holstered that weapon. But it's a nice looking bolt gun with the Aquila and a purity seal there on his right shoulder pauldron. He's got plenty of pouches. He's got a couple of pouches. He's got his pistol, he's got his frag and crack grenades, and he's got a little token there as well, which is awesome. Unique power pack, very similar to Brother Titus's, but there are some subtle differences just to make it that much more unique for the Space Marine. But this is the pouch guy. He's got lots of pouches there, and he is running to the enemy very, very fast. So I do like the pose. I would have rather him be more central to the base, but it is what it is. What I'll do now is just show you some size comparisons. So compared to a normal standard Space Marine, it's right here. Even if I was to just replicate the height difference and put his feet on the rubble, you can see a very clear difference there, that the new Space Marines in the hero sets are bigger, and they'd look less of like dwarfs compared to Primaris Space Marines, which I'll show you right now. This is Lieutenant Calcius. As you can see, not much in there really, height-wise. Almost the same height as the Lieutenant, the Primaris, but you can definitely see the bigger bulk and the bigger legs and things of one of these Primaris Space Marines. So I just wanted to do that size comparison. The closest model I can see, but his legs are in a different pose, is this Primaris Space Marine. That is nowhere near painted, of course, but even if we were to put him on the same level, very similar. Brothers fighting side by side. They don't look too dissimilar, as you can see, you know, size wise, and they're not too dissimilar. They still work very well in unison, the Primaris and the normal tactical Marine. But I thought I'd make that comparison there. So what I'll do now is I'll just go through all of the rules and things for Brother Gaiun. You'll find him in the Tactical Squad section as just a standard Space Marine. His match play points cost is a 13, but if you want to put him with another 3 Space Marines and a Sergeant to make him 5, then his power points cost will be 5. His stat line reads a movement of 6 inches, weapon skill and ballistic skill both 3+. He's got a strength and toughness of 4, wounds 1 and attacks 1, leadership of 7 and a save of 3+. If you're going for 5 Space Marines, the unit can include up to an additional 5, and each model is armed with a bolt gun, bolt pistol, frag grenades and crack grenades. Again, this is a great model because it shows all of those war gear options. I love models where they show everything that they're equipped with, like a WYSIWYG kind of thing. What you see is what you get. His standard weapon there that he's aiming and running with is a bolt gun. It's a range of 24 inches, a rapid fire 1, strength 4, AP 0, but a damage of 1. And he's also got that bolt pistol, which is a range 12 inches, pistol 1, strength 4, AP 0 and a damage of 1. He's armed with frag and crack grenades, and if the unit contains less than 10 models, then 1 Space Marine may replace the bolt gun with an item from the special weapons or heavy weapons list, but if the unit contains 10 models, then one Space Marine may replace a bolt gun with an item from the special weapons list, and the other Space Marine may replace a bolt gun with an item from the heavy weapons list. Abilities, and they shall know no fear, and combat squads. Combat squads, of course, if you've got a tactical squad containing 10 models, then it may be split into 2 units, each containing 5 models, and the keywords is Imperium, Adeptus Astartes, Infantry and Tactical Squad. So that's it for Brother Gaiun. I think he's a great looking model, one of my favourites. I do like the running poses that Games Workshop do with the Space Marine models. Very nice action pose, and he's also aiming it a little bit down. I'm not sure about the kick on bolt guns. I think they do have a bit of a kick. Ballistic projectile weapons, but of course these are weapons from science fiction, so there's lots of other things going on, such as the power armors, recoil compensator unit built into the arm and wrist modules. But anyway, that is Brother Gaiun. What do you guys think of him? Please do put it in the comments below, as always. Thank you ever so much for joining me today. Thank you for watching. The Emperor protects.